I want to show you the setup for the bridle here. It's very, very important because there's one very unique thing about my bridle that you need to know. Otherwise, you're going to end up getting stuck up there with something called lockout, and then you're probably going to cut something, and the bridle's worth like 60 bucks, so you don't want to do that. Anyway, the first thing is you'll see the bridle set up right in front of you. What I've done is I've got a mock set up here where you can see the bridle itself. These parts are connected to the harness. I won't show you how to do that. Santa Croce can show you. I don't want to confuse you since you've never towed before, and so a lot of this won't make sense. I'll show you the one very, very important thing. So these are connected to your harness. You can see here's the pull handle right here. Okay, so that's the release. And this part would be connected to the boat. You can see I have it set up so that this would be the quick link for the boat, and then this is the setup, and this is the pin that actually disengages right here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on the pin. So I'm going to zoom in there, so give me a second here. Alright, now this is the very, very important thing you need to know. This is the disconnect pin, okay? So once you pull on that handle that I showed you, it slips the pin out, and then everything lets loose here. And then the whole thing releases. Remember, this part right here is connected to the boat. That takes off the boat and the drogue, and then this stays with you. So right now, as you can see, I have the pin connected through this orange or red, I guess it's about an orange color, or red. The key is there's another way to do it that will totally screw everything up, and that's to have the purple go through. And I'm going to show you exactly what happens. I'm going to show you how to screw it up. This is what you don't want to do. So instead of having the pin go through here, okay, because as you can see, this part feeds through the purple and then comes through, and the pin gets connected through here. You can do it the other way also. You can have the purple go through that orange part, and then you can actually connect the pin through the purple. This is evil. Okay? Purple is bad. Just remember purple, Donny Osmond. Donny Osmond's kind of evil. That will create what's called lockout. In theory, it looks perfect. And in fact, most people will have their harness set up this way. Now, no one else will have a setup similar to mine, but what will happen is you'll notice that this piece that comes from the front will go through. It'll be the equivalent of the purple, and people will lock theirs out like this. You need to be cognizant so that you know that that is not the way you want to do it. You want to have this orange piece, or red, whatever color it is, you want that to feed through. And always make sure that the pin goes through that. If the pin goes through purple, then you're in big trouble, because what will happen is it won't release properly. And I'm going to show you that. It's called lockout. Okay? And here's what lockout does for you. I'm going to disconnect it. I'm going to put it in the wrong way, feed the purple through. Once I feed the purple through, put the pin through. So remember, pin and purple is evil. That's what you're going to have to remember. This is the last thing that's going to happen before you launch. That'll be the last connection that they make. So now you can see we've got the purple coming through here, and the pin is locked out there. So now, when I release and I pull on the handle, the pin is going to shoot through, but look what happens. You don't release from the boat. Help, I'm stuck, because what's happened is this purple is locked out, okay, and it won't release. And there's only a couple of ways to get out of this situation, okay. One is to take your hook knife and to cut the weak link. This is the part for the boat, and that's the weak link, and that won't damage my harness. But once you start cutting any of these, then you owe me 60 bucks. So you don't want to do that, okay. The other way is to stick your foot through here, and I'll show you. And that typically can be helped to release the whole scenario. Although sometimes it gets locked out like this, I can't even release it with my foot. So it's bad stuff. So you don't want to do that. Now I'm going to show you what it's like. I'm going to turn this off for just a second, show you what it's like to have it done the correct way. Alright, we're set back up. I've gone ahead and I've re-engaged the pin. This time it's done correct. You've got the orange part here going through the purple. Pin goes through orange. So just remember, this is kind of a pinkish orange color, so is this. You want those to match. If this color doesn't match and you've got it hooked through the purple, then you've got issues. So remember, purple is evil. These two need to match. That's kind of like a mnemonic that you can use. And what happens here is life is going to work well. And what I'll do is I'll zoom out just a little. And I'll show you what happens when you have it set up correctly. Once you pull on that handle, this will disengage from that quick link on the boat. Boom. As you can see, that worked perfectly. No lockout, life is good, and you don't need to cut anything. So again, I'll actually show you how this is set up. I'm going to get the quick link from the boat here, and I'll show you up close how this sets up. So we'll zoom in just a little. This is the quick link from the boat. Okay? This is the harness. These two pieces hook in like that. Okay, once you've got that done, the blue one goes through first. Remember, the bigger or the longer one always goes through first. Then the purple goes through that one. Okay, so now you're set up like this. Remember, this end goes to the boat. Then when you come back, remember, the purple does not go through. It's this one right here, which is the pinkish orange one. Goes through. That one goes through the hole. The hole is, this is the side that's got the pin. So remember, you want pink to match pink. The pin goes in the little pocket up front here. If you don't have the pink matching the pink, you're in trouble. Remember, if you slid the purple one through here, purple is evil. That doesn't work. You will get lockout. Life will be ugly. Alright, so don't do that. Again, if you have to cut anything, this very forward one that connects to the boat, that's called your quick link. It'll probably be a white colored one, and it's not part of the harness, so you can cut that one if you really get stuck. Do not cut anything up here that's attached to the harness. Do not cut this one. Do not cut the purple one. That'll cost you $60. Alright, I think that's all you need to know. Good luck.